Good evening, Rutgers. Tyler Case here in the Weatherwatcher studio, bringing you an update for this Saturday evening on Hurricane Sandy. So we jump right into it. For our area, we have a coastal flood warning that will be in effect from 4 p.m. Sunday until midnight Monday evening, so actually very early Tuesday morning. The National Weather Service issued this for the Raritan Bay, Delaware Bay, and the New Jersey coastline. Also, for most of New Jersey, Delaware, and parts of Pennsylvania, we have a flood watch in effect Sunday evening through Tuesday afternoon. And for that same area, a high wind watch from Monday morning, also through Tuesday afternoon. For information regarding campus operating status, so that's going to include class cancellations as well as other issues regarding classes and things happening here in New Brunswick or Newark or Camden, please visit this link right down here, campusstatus.rutgers.edu. Do not call RUPD or anything with any of questions like that. Power outages are quite possible as a result of this storm and could be widespread throughout the state. So make sure you are keeping your cell phones, laptops, any electronics that you might need during the storm charged just in case. We'd like to be prepared for that. As we take a look at her current location as well as the projected path, you can see sitting well off the coast of Florida right now, but actually bringing some rain and tropical-like conditions into the Carolinas. Some more on that in just a little bit. So take a look at this projected path. This was released at 8 p.m. this evening by the National Hurricane Center. It has Sandy moving up to the northeast, and then it's going to gradually make a turn to the northwest and potentially make landfall in southern New Jersey, Delaware, the Delaware Bay, maybe even Maryland and parts of Pennsylvania. So we take a look at the satellite. Right over here, you can see Hurricane Sandy right now, right where that previous graphic had her sitting. Again, it's actually dumping some rain right now over the Carolinas, and it's going to make its trek up over the northeast as indicated by most models and then make a turn to the northwest. Now you may be wondering, why is this storm not turning out to sea like most do? We actually have a high pressure system sitting over southeastern Canada. There's severe southeastern Canada, and the clockwise flow around that is actually pushing the winds this way, and that's blocking Sandy from going out to sea as a normal hurricane would. We also have a cold front right here stretching up the east coast and the eastern seaboard, and that's keeping her from going west as she potentially could. So she's basically being squeezed right into the northeast, and that's very unusual and was leading some meteorologists to call it as the so-called the perfect storm. So we take a look at the northeast radar. You can see again that rain I was talking about down here. As a result of the storm falling in the Carolinas, they're getting some decent amount down there, and that is actually heading our way. But one of the other concerns, wave heights. We take a look at the Sunday forecast right here. You can see 16-foot swells well off the coast, and then gradually fading in as we near the New Jersey coastline and parts of New York City. And then as we move on into Monday, that's when the big severity hits. We get some 18-plus swells well off the coast and getting really close to the city here, so definitely a major concern. Raritan Bay, not as bad, looking at around 5 to 6, but still something to be concerned about. Wind speed, also something to look into. This is for a graphic is for tropical storm wind speed, so tropical storm force winds. So we take a look, you can see definitely experiencing some tropical storm force winds down there, not in the Gulf, but towards the east of the Florida Peninsula and heading all the way up into basically due east of Maryland, and then gradually decreasing as it moves in, but we're still going to see some, we have about a 50% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds, but we'll definitely see some very breezy conditions, nothing like anything that's been seen so far this year. Rainfall totals, decent amount of rain falling off the coast of Virginia, and then again gradually dying down. We're looking at about 4 to 6 inches here in New Jersey. For tomorrow, high of 60 degrees. Afternoon showers will move in ahead of the storm. Those actually possibly could be from that front that Sandy is merging with. Winds out of the northeast at 14 miles per hour. For tomorrow night, 52-degree low. Wind and rain starting to pick up as the effects of the storm start to move in. Winds out of the north at 16 to 21 miles per hour and picking up at 23 to 28 miles per hour right down here. For tomorrow, Monday, high of 58 degrees. The brunt of the storm begins to move in with some intensifying conditions. Winds out of the north, 34 to 38 miles per hour and gusting all the way up to 50 miles per hour. And tomorrow night, high of 46 degrees. That storm still moving through. Wind and rain still worsening. Winds north becoming east overnight. 45 to 49 miles per hour sustained, gusting up to 65 miles per hour. So definitely wind, something to be concerned about. So step out of your extended forecast. You can see high of 60 degrees for tomorrow. Rain begins to move in ahead of the storm, dropping down to 52. We'll then be in the upper 50s on Monday and then the low 50s Tuesday and Wednesday, dropping down into the 40s for all those at night. Again, that rain and most of the storm expected to move through Monday and Tuesday. Those are those 2 days that we are really looking into. Those are those 2 days to be prepared for and to be worried about. And then Wednesday, we quite possibly will see some showers on the latter half of the storm as most of the storm moves up to our northwest, but nothing too terrible to be concerned about on Wednesday, as most of the storm should move through Monday and Tuesday. Be sure to stay tuned to Weatherwatcher, and if you're wondering how you can do that, you can check us out at RUTV Channel 6 every 15 minutes. We're also going to be updating our Facebook and Twitter periodically. Our page on Facebook is RU Weatherwatcher, and then if you use Twitter, you can tweet us at RUTVWW, and you can always find our forecast online at rutv.rutgers.edu. My name's Tyler Case. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, Rutgers.